I'm like real life investment. Like,
Okay.
I know the most guaranteed stock I got is myself. So put everything I got into me.
Ooh.
That's not about football. That's about something else.
It's just somebody that they're able to look at and see and understand, like, hey, we're going through this also, like,
Right.
or we're able to relate to them.
No, that's incredible.
Shedeur Sanders just flipped the entire game, and the haters are in full meltdown mode. He pulled in $6 million with bold, unapologetic NIL brand moves that shattered every old school rule. This isn't some passive rookie. He's relentlessly building a money-making empire, one power play at a time.
It's the way YouTube and content creation should be, and professionalism, and when I black out, but I'm gonna black out.
He made $6 million before throwing a single NFL pass, not from endorsements, not from flashy commercials, from being Shedeur Sanders. While most rookies are just trying to survive training camp, Shedeur already secured the bag, and then some.
There's some backlash from you putting yourself out there, but when you embrace it, he's just like, this is what it is.
The same folks who said he's only famous because of his dad are now watching him flip that so-called fame into real power. Because the truth is, he's not just building on Deion's legacy, he's carving out his lane and dragging the NFL along for the ride.
That Shedeur Sanders, over the course of the next 10 months, will be the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns.
Let's get this straight. This man is a 5th-round pick, sitting 4th on the Browns' depth chart, and still ended up with the #1 rookie jersey in the country. Before we even saw a preseason snap, $250 million worth of Shedeur Sanders gear was already flying off shelves. And Shedeur, he pocketed a clean $15 million cut from that wave, while analysts were still debating if he'd even make the roster.
Then that would be counter to anything we've seen from Shedeur Sanders in terms of how he's conducted himself across a couple of different stops in college football from Jackson State to Colorado. And for somebody that's grown up in the limelight, you knew that being Deion Sanders' son is going to come along with a different degree of scrutiny.
And here's the wildest part, his jersey dropped before other quarterbacks even got listed. Dylan Gabriel? Nothing. Kenny Pickett? Crickets. But Shedeur? His name was front and center, like the league already knew what time it was. This wasn't some backroom marketing mistake. This was a strategic drop. Fanatics in the NFL didn't need to wait for camp. They saw the energy, they saw the money moving.
You do not get the same opportunity that those higher drafted than you get, and you do not get the same opportunity that those that have been in the league before you.
This wasn't about playing time. This wasn't about stats. It was about impact, pull, and presence. They didn't draft a developmental quarterback. They drafted a walking, talking brand empire, one that came with a fully built-in audience, a content machine, and an identity fans could rally around.
Did he do?
I got one of the first local interviews.
I remember that.
Yeah. I did a one-on-one
How'd that
at
go?
his camp when he first came to town.
How'd that go?
While other rookies were begging for attention, Shedeur was already in control of his own narrative. This man built a media ecosystem around himself. His NIL deals weren't deals, they were partnerships, equity plays, ownership moves. While most players rent their spotlight, Shedeur owns his. That's why he could make $6 million off NIL moves, with the league still figuring out how to spell his name right.
I don't think he's John Elway. I don't think he's Peyton Manning or even Eli. But I think he's the best quarterback they have, and it'll just take him time. And I think he's a good kid. By and large, good kid.
And the fans, they weren't buying into a team. They were buying into a person. You had lifelong Raiders fans openly saying, I don't care about the Browns. I'm watching because of Shedeur. That's not loyalty to a franchise. That's loyalty to a symbol. One fan literally said, I'm not even a football guy. I'm just here for Shedeur. Let that sink in, because that jersey wasn't just merch. It was a movement, a message. For Black fans especially, it became a statement. You always say support Black business? Then we're buying this jersey. And they did, in historic numbers.
My expectations have absolutely changed. Absolutely. My expectations have changed because a lot of what we're hearing from Cleveland has changed again.
This is what scares the old guard. Not just the numbers, but what they represent. Shedeur didn't wait around for ESPN to validate him. He didn't beg for Mel Kiper to bump him up aboard. He took control. He skipped the gatekeepers and went straight to the people. If you're here for truth over talking heads, hit that subscribe to get real stories.
Different level of why he's so marketable is because he pulls up in these little regular spots and just be showing love.
He proved that you don't need to be a first-round pick to be the main event. You just need to have the confidence, the blueprint, and the grind, and oh yeah, the receipts to shut everybody up.
The second Shedeur Sanders signed that contract, the protective bubble that he has been living in officially burst.
Let's talk about how Shedeur Sanders turned the NIL game into his personal ATM. This man didn't just cash checks, he rewrote the blueprint. Before ever touching an NFL field, Shedeur earned $6 million through name, image, and likeness deals. And this wasn't just your average smile and hold the product kind of deal. This was ownership. This was strategy.
And it's that branding, bro, being a business, a walking business brand. He's a 5th-round pick, and he generated damn near well over $300 million already in merchandise sale.
Let's break this down clearly. That $6 million, it came from a mix of merch collabs, media appearances, and digital partnerships, all built around the Shedeur brand. Not just his highlights, but his voice, his vision, and his control. This is a guy who built an entire content and marketing ecosystem while still in college.
It was good that I grown up Little League and all that stuff under center, so it brings me back to Little League days.
Now let's talk about that prime equity clause, the real game changer. Inspired by Dayon, yes, but elevated by Shedeur. This wasn't just an endorsement deal. It was equity, ownership, a seat at the table. That jersey you bought, that docuseries you streamed, that clip you shared, Shedeur wasn't just featured, he got paid on the back end. Every move was strategic. Every brand collaboration was rooted in long-term value, not just short-term clout.
Treatment, just on the field, off the field, just making sure everything's right.
Taking care of everything to make sure your body's right.
Yeah.
That's actually, I didn't even think about that.
And let's not even play about that jersey. That jersey wasn't just cotton and stitching. That jersey was a movement. It dropped before training camp, before any reps, before Shedeur was even officially placed on the Browns' depth chart. That doesn't happen by accident. That's not routine rollout. That's the league and fanatics saying, yeah, we know this kid moves product. And boy, did he. Fans bought in early, I mean, not just Browns fans.
Shedeur was my 20th player. He's a first-round caliber player. Like, talent-wise, both those guys, I think, have a huge advantage over Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett has to be light years better.
One fan said, once camp starts, you won't get the chance. And they were right. That jersey wasn't about fandom anymore. Like, it was about ownership, representation, and defiance. A statement, not a souvenir. You say support black business? This was it, live and wearable, and people responded with their wallets and their loyalty.
The information that was out on Shedeur Sanders came from a lot of people that a lot of people trust and people think that are credible.
Meanwhile, the media just kept repeating the same lazy takes. It's just hype. He's Deion's son. Let's see if he even makes the team. But while they were stuck in the old playbook, Shedeur was quietly building a modern quarterback empire. No noise, no begging for press. Just straight up execution, real strategy, real leadership, real money.
Shedeur Sanders, he's going to have to earn that money. I think it's brilliant the way the NFL structures these contracts, especially rookie contracts.
And now, the same critics have nothing to say. Their predictions flopped, their narratives faded. And the kid they said wasn't ready, he's now $6 million deep, with $250 million in merch sold and more buzz than any rookie quarterback in the league. Because this isn't hype, it's earned loyalty. You don't move those numbers unless people feel something real.
Team, we're not as good individually, but we're better collectively.
So here's the truth. Shedeur didn't just prove them wrong. He outworked, outsmarted, and outleveraged them. While they talked, he moved. And what he built, it's not going away. This isn't just NIL success. This is next generation quarterbacking. Part athlete, part brand, fully in control.
And I'm pretty sure I'm going to look it up if that's some type of record. I personally feel that's a record when you look at the atmosphere of it. You look at where he got drafted.
Let's just say it plain. The Cleveland Browns are sitting on a gold mine and they don't even realize it. They've got a 5th-round rookie quarterback, Shedeur Sanders, buried 4th on the depth chart, like he's just another camp body. Meanwhile, his jersey is outselling every other rookie in the league. This isn't just a mismatch, this is franchise malpractice.
So I'm looking at Shedeur Sanders, and I'm understanding that that man's cerebral mindset is not only on the field, it's off the field. The networking, the building of the brand, the understanding of, okay, the NFL could reject you at any given time, so leverage is always the key.
Look around. Dylan Gabriel was taken in the 3rd round. You seen his jersey anywhere? Nope. Not even on clearance racks. But Shedeur, national rollout, front page of Fanatics, fans clicking add to cart before the ink on his contract even dried. He's not just another player, he's the show. And the fans know it. They're not tuning in for the Browns. They're tuning in for Shedeur Sanders.
Shedeur seems to overcome every time, no matter how much blitz packages you throw at Shedeur. He's durable. He could take the hits. He doesn't have to be the fastest man on the field.
People aren't loyal to the franchise here. They're loyal to him. Trade him tomorrow, that loyalty packs up and follows him wherever he lands. He could end up in Saskatchewan and still sell jerseys in 6 states. That's the kind of pull you can't coach. And the Browns? They didn't build that. They just happened to be standing nearby when it exploded. Now they're either going to ride the wave or get crushed, trying to stick to the plan.
Yeah, you putting those people on contracts. So all that stuff add up.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
The more people that's around helping, and people don't help for free no more like that.
And this wave, it didn't start in Cleveland. It began in the NIL trenches. Let's do some quick math. $6 million from NIL, $15 million from jersey revenue, all before a single NFL snap. Let that marinate. While most rookies are sweating it out for a $250,000 signing bonus and praying they don't get cut, Shedeur is walking in like, I'm the brand, let's talk equity. He took NIL, something most players use for quick cash, and flipped it into media power, marketing control, and NFL disruption. He didn't wait for the league to hand him the keys. He built his own garage, constructed the car, and drove it straight through the system. The message here is crystal clear. You don't wait for the league to validate you. You become the league. Like this video and don't forget to subscribe to get inside scoop of Cleveland Browns locker room.